Welcome to Dwellers, to another Mad Bag Gamer production. This is your host, the Mad Bag, and actually the character that you're looking at is named Kael'thas, my mage in Skyrim, who many of you are familiar with. I am bringing you some Daedric quests, and I'm going to start with the Daedric quest that is quite possibly the most pertinent to my mage, especially since I have a very high skill in enchanting. The Daedric quest that I'm going to bring you very first is the Black Star. This is a quest that starts at Azura's Shrine, which is on a mountain just south of Winterhold. I'm going to show you the mountain in just a second, right after I get done scrolling through my gear. If anybody's interested in the minor details of what I have, what I use, you can pause the video right through there. So let's get this show on the road. I'm not going to spoil any of what the rewards are because I kind of want this to be like a playthrough. So if you want to know the rewards, I would say jump to the end of this series, the Black Star specifically. And I'll try to make sure that the reward is the very last thing clipped in the end of the last video. Let's see if I can get this quest started.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here.
Seen my coming? What do you mean?
Azura has given me the gift of foresight. I had a vision of you walking up the steps to this altar, long before you were born. You have been chosen to be her champion. I know it is unexpected, but do not worry. It will all unfold as she has predicted.
Well, sure it will. Very well, what does Azura need? I'm not anyone's champion, find someone else. Well, of course I want to progress. What does she need?
You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it.
Fortress with a moat.
Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as black as night. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's signs are never wrong.
She almost seems remorseful.
I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold.
Ah, that could
Ask
be.
if they know this elven enchanter.
Yeah. I'm not going to dig into the lore too much. I'm going to try to skip over most of that. Normally I would talk to her, explore every dialogue option she has, and get anything else interesting. Okay, so she told me to go to Winterhold. Let me uncheck anything else just to not get in the way. The Black Star. I am now on the quest. Okay, so I've got Winterhold revealed, of course. It is one of the major holds. You can travel to it by carriage if you don't have it revealed, or if you're already out here to the shrine, you could just run north a little ways. I, of course, am going to fast travel. Woo, woo. He's moving really fast. Right away from me. He does almost look like he's trying to fly or something. I just watched X-Men First Class the other day. Great movie. Actually, parallels the first two, really. I mean, in overall quality, at least in my opinion. Let's see here. She said I should seek out an elf at the college. I want to say that she's going to be talking about Inthyr. Find the elven mage from Arenia's vision. I probably should have talked to her a little bit more. Actually, let me... I know that there's a wizard right here in the inn. Let me just talk to him first. A lot of the quests that are outside the College of Winterhold don't exactly go to a guy within the College of Winterhold. Some do, like there's one with the Dragonborn quest that goes to Inthyr in the college, but many other quests that link to college personnel, or that link to a mage. Where's this? Here he is. Melakar, the mage in the inn. I'm looking for an elven mage who studies stars.
Who sent you? Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more questions.
A priestess of Azura sent me. That's a persuade option, which will likely level my speechcraft. Do it.
You're working with the Daedra? Right. Now tell me the one about the Argonian maid and the lusty Baron.
So he doesn't believe me, okay? Yeah, that's a chunk of gold. It's probably based on how much gold I have, which is unfortunate. I could try to intimidate him. I am a fairly powerful mage. Before I pay, let's try it. I didn't agree to anything. Talk.
Just calm down. I'll tell you everything.
Speechcraft increases anyway.
What do you know
Sweet.
about soul gems?
Therefore enchanting, correct? Soul gems, why are you asking? I'm going to say soul gems, why are you asking?
That's what caused all the trouble. Soul gems are used in enchanting, but they break afterwards. Except one.
Except one.
Azura's Star. A Daedric artifact that allows any number of souls to pass through it. Some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malin Varen then. If only we knew what he was really planning.
What did Malin do?
Malin wanted to alter the star. He was dying, disease. He thought he could store his own soul inside, become immortal. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples to Ilinalta's Deep and vanished. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malin went insane.
Interesting. Okay, so I've got the next part of the quest now. If I wanted, I could just leave. And I think I'm going to. I don't think I'm going to explore any more dialogue options. So let's see where it is guiding us. Ilinalta's Deep, I believe, was the location. Make sure I'm checked. Black Star is still checked. He says, find Azura's Star. Sure enough, here's the objective. Ilinalta's Deep. So, this is Falkreath. It's pretty much straight north of Falkreath. A good ways, though. This is a lake just below it. Ilinalta's Deep, if you don't have it found, it might be easier to come from anything over here. This is where you start the game, so hopefully you'll have some of those revealed. And just because I didn't detail it then, let me touch on this mountain that Azura, the Shrine of Azura, stands on. When you approach this mountain, there's really two ways. There's three ways to get to it, but there's two that are the fastest, coming from Winterhold. You can either follow the road south, and it eventually curves up most of the east face of the mountain, and kind of comes up into the shrine, or you can come over near Sarthal and pretty much follow this little spine up into the shrine. You can't go pretty much straight south and get to it. And then again, Ilinalta's Deep is right over here on a lake. Since I've got it revealed, I'm going to go ahead and fast travel. That'll make this this playthrough nice and quick. Hopefully I'll be able to fast travel to all the locations that I need to. And if not, I'll fast travel close and then cut the camera while I run through some woods. Because that's not always the most exciting of things. Although I do often fireball a deer. And we all know how exciting unnecessarily huge explosions on meaninglessly weak creatures can be. Alright, so Ilinalta's Deep. Now, I have been through Ilinalta's Deep before. If you recall, I actually came this way in the very beginning of the game to come over to Sunderstone Gorge and get Fire Breath in my mage playthrough. So this area might be a little bit light on enemies for me. However, if this is your first time through, you can expect to find plenty of magic users. You can expect to find mages in and out the wazoo. Whether or not you want them there, they will be there with their spells. So, I mean, if you're an archer character and you have poisons, like my character, like my other, I should say, then you could bring a couple of magica poisons here. If you're a warrior, maybe try to get a hold of some resist magic poisons, or potions, I should say. They are beneficial. It's not something you would use on your weapon to help the enemy not resist your physical strikes. That wouldn't make very much sense, would it? If you're a magic user, of course you could bring your lightning. I will likely stick with my fire spells if there is anybody in here, just because I've got them perked to the teeth. So, they are by far my best option. Lovely! Ruined castle we have here. Oh, and I've become high enough level with this character that, to a large degree, searching small containers is not really cost effective anymore. Yeah, and you can see my map revealed through and through. It looks like there's an area that I was not able to go into before that I'll be able to go into now. So I could probably go either way. Let's jump up the high road real fast. What do we have up here? Mostly cleared shelves, because apparently I came through this to begin with, going through every little nook and cranny. Well, that is quite alright. You'll just have to be surprised by the loot that you come down here and find. If you're coming down here anywhere near the level that I'm at, then the loot that you end up getting would be a lot better than the loot that I found down here originally. Anyway. They see me, but with that Dremora Lord, there's not a whole lot they're going to be able to do. Oh, and I haven't shown this yet, in case you happen to be watching this without having watched my mage playthrough. I do play on Master difficulty, and I'm not going to harvest the blood yet. We're not quite to that spell, or that quest, not spell. That would be a very awkward spell. It's the blood harvesting spell. Anyway, I do play on the hardest difficulty, which is Master, and I have all of the graphics, including like distance fade on items, turned all the way up. So hopefully, if you're watching in 1080p, then you are seeing the best possible Skyrim there is. That can be. I'm getting all kinds of soul gems. Of course, without spoiling too much, this is kind of a soul gem quest in general. Azura and her meddling with the souls of mortals, maybe even the souls of some others. Any valuable books? I do not see any valuable books. Take a couple more potions. Yes, please. Excuse me, Dremora. Mule, I bet got stuck somewhere. My follower. Bless her simple soul. Oh, hello. You probably want to try to kill me, but that's going to be real tough with me using Incinerate. Or just little petty spells that keep you staggered. Goodbye, Skelly. Some gates. If I wanted some lockpicking skill, I could lockpick these. There might be some coins and such in there. I'm not going to bother. And because all of these are potential candidates for the blood I need, I might just stop searching targets. Boy, that would be atrocious. An apprentice necromancer. What are you doing here, dude? Seriously? You gonna bring your skellies up? Is it gonna hurt me when your skellies come? I don't think they will. Look at that. He's hurt bad. Someone dare shoot an arrow? Yeah, that's what I thought. I need to hotkey like a fist, and every now and then just stop casting spells and just pull a fist out. Like anytime a guy takes a knee, pull my fist out and punch him 2 or 3 times. Of course, unarmed is not a skill. I still think that's a missed opportunity because monks were too cool. What do we have underwater? Anything? A chest? Nothing at all? Nothing? Nothing? Certainly at least a chest. I see a couple skeleton bodies. I could probably get a couple gold off them. Not gonna bother. Maybe there's some jewelry down there. I could probably go look at the ground real close and find something. Maybe even something magical? Nah. I will stay on point and objective driven and eventually reach my goal. Whoa. This looks festive. Broken Azura's Star. I believe that's what I'm here for. And the corpse, the long deceased corpse of Malin Varen. Malin Varen's grimoire. Let's see how long this is. I might pound through it. Oh, 3 pages? Just 3 pages? Let's do it. Hold on, what did this first page say? The Black Star, an achievement of magic over Daedra, by Malin Varen, Master Enchanter. Though some scoffed, some scorned at the very notion of experimenting on a Daedric artifact, I have succeeded where the ignorant and superstitious would not even dare try. The Black Star, my achievement over the Daedric Lord Azura. A re-envisioning, a remastering of the ultimate soul gem. That is odd. He said my achievement over her, as if Azura would not want this to happen. That might be pertinent. It shall become the vessel of my immortality, final proof that mortals can live as indefinitely as the denizens of oblivion. The visions, the voices that Azura has sent to taunt me, while some called me mad, I knew the truth. Nothing can be held sacred in the pursuit of advancing the very nature of magic itself. Let the Daedra send their foul images into my mind. They have given me the burning desire and unrelenting discipline to shut out all influence, all morality. My disciples and I have built a new site, free of the prying eyes of those primitive minds in Winterhold. So the mages don't understand him. He has to work outside of their rules and regulations. Fort Ilinalta. We had been conducting a few minor experiments before our exile, some of which led to the disruption of the island, but a few enchantments have kept the ruins intact, and beneath the waters of Lake Ilinalta has been the perfect place for the final phase of the Black Star. Boom! They're dropping bombs right here. Look at this. It says, some of which led to the disruption of the island. These fools messing around with the Jura Star caused the collapse of Winterhold. That is huge. And that's the end of the book, too. I will take the book. It is valuable. I will sell it somewhere random. And the story will be lost forever. That's quite alright, though. I have the star. Oh, no. Carrying too much to run. Oh, Jesus. Strength, do it. That'll put me right up over the limit. I don't see Mule anywhere, so I can't offload gear, at least right at the moment. I could probably wait once I get up here. Unfortunately, my potion of strength would wear out. There's Mule, battling mud crabs, swinging her hammer heavy. Alright, so I have the star. Bring the star of Arania, or bring the star to Nelikar. To Arania, or to Nelikar. So Arania is the chick at the top of the shrine. The priestess, I guess you could say, of Azura. And I would probably return the star to Azura if I did that. Or I could bring it to Nelikar, and I would not return the star. Okay, so I'm going to have to fast travel, so I'll probably chop this video anyway. I think I need to do some guide consulting and see if there's any reason to choose one over the other. So to complete this objective, I have to go to one of two places, and there is a slight difference in the outcome of this overall quest, depending on which of the two you go to. There's also actually more significant of a content difference. See, if I come back to the shrine like I have, I'll get to interact with a Daedric prince, with basically an evil god. And if I go back to the mage that I talked to in Winterhold, that I spoke to, then I get to interact with him, and I essentially... Oh boy, we got a dragon. This is interesting. I essentially get the same thing. I just, it's named something different. I do part of the quest in a slightly different way. I'd rather interact with the mage. Oh, there's one other difference too. This priestess right here, if I get through the endeavor coming this way, going back to the shrine and listening to Azura, then she'll become a follower. And she has good destruction and conjuration magic, so she's a spellcaster after me own heart. Whoa, upside down dragon. Not sure what he thinks he's pulling off there. I'm gonna go ahead and get a Daedra out. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to use it. And you know what? I'm gonna dragon rend this sucker. I don't know that he has somewhere to land, but we're gonna see how it works. Got him with an incinerate right before he took off. Whoa, let me not step off the cliff there. Spent a lot of time looking up. Okay, you're had, dragon. I got you. And if anybody's wondering, those last two shots there were incinerates. Just a second ago when I was casting incinerates, it was taking much more of my mana. When I was in town, and while looking at the guide and whatnot, and just doing a little of this and that, I made some gear updates with some soul gems that I had, and some necklaces. Matter of fact, I'm going to just go ahead and flash them real fast. 16% less spell cost on restoration and destruction spells, and a 25% less cost on the same too. Those are the only two changes I made, and it brought my incinerates down from, they were like 70 mana per single target cast, single hand cast. Now they're 21 mana for an incinerate. Of course the dual cast is probably still like 40 or so. It's still like double that.
I knew the Lady Twilight sent you for a reason.
She did indeed.
I will ask Azura to restore the star to its original purity.
Here, take it.
I will commune with Azura. Azure, Mother of Roses, Goddess of Dusk and Dawn, your chosen champion has returned your star. She wishes to speak to you herself. Please, place your hands on the altar, and you will hear her voice.
Here we go.
Greetings, mortal. You have followed my guidance through the veils of twilight, and rescued my star from Malin Varen. But his soul still resides within, protected by his enchantments. Until he is purged, my artifact is useless to you.
How ominous. Is there any way to cleanse the star?
Eventually, the star will fade back into my realm in oblivion. But I doubt you have the 100 or so years it would take to wait.
So it won't happen to me.
No, only one option remains. I will send you inside the star. You will banish Malin's soul there.
Okay.
Tell me when you are ready, mortal.
Girl, I was born ready. I'm always ready to enter the star.
Have faith, mortal. I will be watching over you.
Sweet. That actually makes me feel a lot better than if I had gone to Nelakar and he were watching over me.
Sent me a fresh soul. Good. I was getting
I'm not sure you'll find mine to your liking.
Why? There's something different about you.
What, the favor of Azura? You can't escape your fate, Malin.
And who are you to challenge me? I have conquered mortality itself. I've spat in the eyes of the Daedric lords. This is my realm now. I've sacrificed too much to let you take it from me.
Summon up first. I believe he has a couple friends of his own. Go ahead and proceed there, buddy, if you would. I would like to see if you're going to get shot. Oh, what's that? I see a little mage down there. Oh, and he's a Dremora, too. He's a Dremora spellcaster. I'm going to go Fireball just so that I don't have to be so accurate, so I can get damage on him even if I'm kind of hitting the wrong place. Although if I'm that inaccurate, then it obviously does not work. I can actually hit my Dremora's back a lot of times. Whoa, if I can even do that. And still damage them both. It looks like I took my Dremora out there, but bringing him back's no problem. Oh, and you know what? I see a situation that could be really nasty for them. Oh, it didn't do anything. Maybe it doesn't technically work in this realm. Oh, that actually hurt pretty bad. I'm going to try a full heal. I'm going to try to dodge a spell. I did it. I'm going to get the summon back out in 1 second, one way or the other. And now I actually need a potion and a couple more spell dodges. Let me suck down a potion right fast like. Regeneration. Let's do lasting potency. That's just a little bit of mana regeneration. And then I'll quickly just slap another full heal on myself because my spells are so ridiculously mana efficient now. Oh, that hurt. I cannot take the direct hits. Whoa! Somehow they're getting damage on me while I'm out of their line of sight. That hurt. I'm close to being had. Woohoo! Just barely saving myself. That's really bothering me how they're hitting me. It might be like getting shocked from these crystals or something. I do have another shout. I'm about to eat it. Ice form. I wonder if I could just pop one of those off real fast. I'm gonna try. I'm probably gonna die with this fireball coming out at me right here. We're gonna see. Yep, there I go. All right, we get to try again. I'm gonna chop it until I'm at least in battle with them. All right, I am back in battle. I'm actually back in battle with pretty much all three of them. But I'm taking it a little bit more cautious this time. It looks like my summon's stuck, so I'm going to go ahead and whip another one of him out right now. I'm going to pop Highborn kind of quick. I think that this little platform down here that I was thinking was safe and was running back too often, I think it's actually a bit more of a liability than I was counting it. I think it's probably not such a great idea to go there. I think I was being seen and hit by something down below. Boy, the cast range on that is nice with the one perk down the side of the Atronach tree. Malin himself. And he is hurting. I'm taking him down pretty quick. I think Malin's down.
Purify itself. Don't worry, mortal. I will return you before you are cleansed.
I want to search Malin real fast and see if I can take anything from him. I'm not totally sure it lasts out to the real world. I think it does, though. Daedra hearts, those are quite valuable. And right as I reach the core, the blinding light overwhelms me.
My star has been restored, and Malin's soul has been consigned to oblivion. You have done well, mortal. As was destined, you are free to use my star as you see fit.
Okay. Thank you, Lady Azura.
Farewell, mortal. Know that Azura will be guarding over the threads of your fate in the twilight.
The threads of my fate. How reassuring. Now if I wanted, I could ask Arania to follow me, and she would. And again, her two primary skills are Conjuration and Destruction. So she'll likely have out a high-level Atronach and be, I believe she was casting ice spells. I'm not sure that that's a constant, that she always does that. But, yeah, it would be kind of nice, actually, to have some ice spells around. I like Mule an awful lot, though. Okay, so the item I got is Azura's Star. And if you would have went to Nellikar to finish this, you would get an item called the Black Star, and it's essentially the same thing. This is a reusable black soul gem. This can trap humanoid souls. When you trap a soul, you can use it instantly to recharge your weapon, or you can wait and go use it at an arcane enchanter to enchant a weapon with a grand level soul. And then it's reusable, so it's still there, and it just goes right back to being empty, and you can trap another soul in it when you're done. So that is the quest reward of the quest The Black Star. Let's see what Daedric quest we have next. Boethia's Calling. Yes, I think that's a fine next choice. Stay tuned.